What's up guys? So for today's video I wanted to make a video for my settings on season 5. I still haven't even looked at the season or the battle pass or anything. They did make a couple updates on the game, like the warm-up mode. I made a short about it, but that was even before season 5. But I just want to talk about that a little bit because I personally think that it was a good update because they pretty much allow controller players to do something while they're just instead of just waiting in the lobby. They can go and warm up instead of just waiting 6 minutes of doing nothing. That would be that's kind of frustrating, so it's not as boring when you're waiting. I think it's a good update. I think it was an update basically for controller players, especially because I feel like touch players usually find matches within a couple seconds, and controller players, they usually take, like, I'd say over a minute usually. Depends on what time you're playing. But let's get into this video and I'm gonna show you guys my settings. I think I'm a pretty good player. I don't think I'm like the best player in the world, but I think I'm a pretty good controller player. I wish we could play in tournaments. Obviously we cannot play in the tournaments. Oh, rank reset. Obviously we can't play in the tournament, in the COD mobile tournament. At least you can play in the weekend tournaments, but you can't play in the COD mobile tournament, and it's kind of frustrating just because I wish that we could. When you go to your audio and graphics, the graphics quality and the frame rate, that stuff is really important, just because it'll like, if you have yours like max or low, that will be a big change for a controller player. I'm sure as well for touch players, but it's a big change when you have it to low or ultra or low and max, and basically it'll make it faster or slower for you depending on what you're using. And another thing is also having it at the frame rate at 120. Obviously that's max. I have it at 120, and I think if you have it like slower, if you have it lower, I think it feels a lot slower in my opinion. So that stuff does matter, just so you guys know. Like the FPS and all that, everything is gonna matter in this game when you're talking about your graphics and your sensitivity. That'll change everything in your sensitivity, in my opinion, from what I've seen. Sensitivity, if you guys don't know already, you have to go all the way to the bottom and go down to the controller sensitivity. They don't have like the controller one anymore. You have to like unfold it pretty much. You unfold it, and these are my settings. I personally really like these settings. I think I'm a pretty good player, like I said before. You guys can pause it here and try to look at them if you want. But I recommend just trying to figure out the best sensitivities for yourself. I wouldn't say this is the best sensitivity for everyone. Kind of depends on what iPad you play, what controller you use. I personally use the DualSense Edge controller, PS5 controller, and I use the iPad Pro 5th gen. But if I'm playing on my iPad mini, I feel like my settings change a lot, especially because I'm using a different iPad and I'm also using a different controller, especially because I can plug, it's easier for me to plug in a controller to that iPad, whereas here when I'm making videos I usually just use Bluetooth. Let's go to BR. I haven't played BR in a while. I enjoy playing BR. I think it is pretty fun. These are my settings. If you guys want to take them, I think it's super slow. No matter how high your sensitivity is, it still feels really slow on Battle Royale. I personally, that's why I kind of enjoyed Warzone Mobile more. I felt like it wasn't as slow paced for controller players, but obviously the optimization on Warzone was just really bad. Some people would rather play COD Mobile's Battle Royale over Warzone Mobile, but I know they tried using that as an excuse to saying that that's why the game died. That's not why it died. It died because the optimization was just terrible. If that was the case, like, why would Warzone on console and PC be doing so good, right? Like, it makes no sense of why they gave that reasoning. I don't really play zombies as well, or undead siege. I'm not really too big of fans of those game modes. But yeah, those are my settings. If you guys want to take them, you guys are more than welcome to. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.